have to be cringe in certain point to understand the platform. That girl today they post about funny. The second day she put about her vlog, and the next day she put about how her break up with her boyfriend. I don't interesting about that. And you're like, oh yeah, I can dance. I can go viral by dancing. I'm like, no, but you're not pretty. So that's the one thing that makes you not stand out from other people.
Can you make one person go viral and have 1 million followers?
Ideally, yes.
Welcome to my channel. This is Alice in Industryland. Woo! Welcome today. We have a special guest over here. Can you introduce yourself to our audience, please?
Yes, hi. So my name is Dino. I'm doing it like videography, photography. It's my background, but my main job is doing social media marketing, content creating for all the business.
Okay, welcome. Woo! So you said a little bit about, social media work.
So what I'm doing right now is like I'm running content on Instagram, TikTok Reel, short content video for all the business. And what we're doing is like come up with the idea, research about the trending, and execute the idea, which include like filming, editing, bright scripting, and public distribute the content across all the platform.
Okay.
So yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Okay. So in terms of, you mentioned about the trend on social media. So would you say what's trending on one platform, such as like Instagram, goes same with TikTok or other platforms as well?
I'm gonna say not really. So before, Instagram is always slower than compared to TikTok. Like it's kind of like TikTok is like private club. Everyone have the private joke over there, like not private, like exclusive joke over there. Like if you're on TikTok and you talk about, hey, it's a trend on TikTok, people on Instagram not gonna get it. Like so right now it's like Instagram they have their own trending, which is like not really the same trend on TikTok, but also the exclusive. They're more like funny, they're more aesthetic, it's more looking good, something like that, right? But on TikTok it's still like really inside joke. So yeah,
Okay.
it's different.
Okay. So you create contents for social media, right? So have any of your contents been like go viral?
Yeah, I have a few video go viral. I have a couple of my million video combined together. So like yeah, it's a lot of viral, and it's easier for me and across all the platforms too, like TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. So across all the platform, for me right now, viral is just like you're gonna get there, I'm gonna get there. So it's not big deal for me anymore.
Okay. So what was the most viewed video you had?
I guess the most view I got is around like 10 million view, and yeah, that's just one platform, one
Nice.
video. So that
was
same
it?
video is performing the same amount of view across all the platform. Talking about Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was it about? What was the video about?
So the video is just like it's actually I have two similar view. One is just about the tool and the power tool. We're doing power tool, right? And it's like it's really simple, like literally really simple, like me showing the product. And the second video is more like kind of simple too. It's like me doing like running at the same time with chanting audio. And most of my viral videos is really simple one. Like even the one that recently we go viral is like just like a scene and we get a deep quote or motivation quote on the video. It's go viral too.
Okay.
So yeah, nothing complicated. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's interesting because when people think about content creation, content creating, they think, oh, idea is the main thing. I have to come up with really creative idea. Nobody has done it or something of my own. But
Yeah.
what you're describing sounds fairly simple to create and make. So
Yeah, it's funny because I testing a lot of content, and usually the content that like I spend most of the time trying to do complicated stuff, like trying to add effect, it perform horrible, like terrible, like the worst. Nobody can see that. But at the same time, it's like just for my experience. So I'm just having fun with that. I don't care about that. But the one go viral is all the way that like really easy. Just like one shot, one take, around like 10 seconds, something like that. It's never more than that
okay.
to be able to go viral.
So would you say shorter contents do better than the longer, like 1 minute content?
I would like to say never see any way too long video perform that well. but also like the one shorter perform all the way better because it's easier to people for people to consume it. So in the end, I realized that like as long as you make it easy to consume the content, people are gonna watch it and it's gonna boost the view. It's more than that, but that's the basic idea.
Okay. So you help businesses, individuals growing their social media,
Yeah.
online presence, right?
Yeah.
So can you make one person go viral and have 1 million followers?
Ideally, yes, I can make someone go viral 1 million voter, but as
Okay.
long as you put in the work and you have to put really hard. So if you can do a lot of work like testing the content, and you can find the formula working for you, and you post every day like 5, 10 video per day, yeah, you get million easily.
Okay. So you mentioned about like social media formula.
Yeah,
So does the formula like applies to everybody?
I'm gonna say it's not applied for everybody, but there's some really easy formula. You're gonna see that everywhere, every viral account, every viral video. If you pick that up, you're gonna see the pattern over there. Like, oh yeah, it's the same. So it's not for everybody, but at the same time, you can just pick that formula and just apply for yourself and try to make it more relatable with your content and more like a little bit adjustment. But I don't say that I don't change completely.
Okay. So what is the formula?
The formula is like, okay, you have to make the good video, right? Something interesting, something people already want to watch, and it relate about you. So maybe you can find something that you good with, you consistent posting, which is really easy for you to post, right? It's not like something complicated. It's not like, oh, you go out there, you talk with people and you spend money. Too much, right? It's not fit with you. So find something you can post easily. Try to post a lot. That first one. Second one, like based on what you're doing. Let's say you do photography. What people love to watch, want to know about photography, right? So research on that. Research to see what about that industry, that niche, perform the most. Usually, if you find some video with the same industry, same niche, and it perform more than 1 million, like go super viral, you can just copy that. I'm not suggesting, but you can just copy that and test on yourself. And I guarantee you can get at least like 10K or like 20K view easily.
So you're saying copy as in like the style of the content?
Copies, I'm gonna say that like you need to understand why they go viral. Because like for example, like some girl go on TikTok, right? Like they just dancing and they go viral, and you're like, oh yeah, I can dance. I can go viral by dancing. I'm like, no, but you're not pretty. So that's the one thing that make you not stand out from other people. So when you see someone viral, you need to identify what exactly make them viral and what can I copy or take from them.
Okay.
Don't just take completely, because like some people have more advantage than you, right? They have money to spend. Like MrBeast, they can spend on own the money and you can watch it. You don't have money to spend on that, and you cannot copy MrBeast.
Okay.
But I don't say that like he just have money, because a lot of people have money, but still not go viral like his video.
Okay.
So
You described a little bit about, being successful on social media takes a lot of work, but
yeah.
also how you look matters. So would you say if you're pretty, there's a higher chance of you being successful on social media?
I don't say if you're pretty and you know take advantage of that, you can really good with that. But I'm running a lot of accounts that there's no face on the account and it still go viral. So like pretty doesn't matter. Like this doesn't mean that like, you're gonna go viral. Not guaranteed you go viral.
Okay.
So if you're pretty, it's good. If you take advantage of pretty, it's good. But if you're pretty and you don't take advantage of that and you don't know how to go viral, yeah, it's up for you in a way.
Okay. So considering the trends that's going on right now, would you suggest one content that the audience can try for themselves?
Yeah, I can let you try this one. It's really easy to make. And it's guaranteed that go, not guaranteed for you guys, but I'm testing and it's doing really well, which is like you post content that motivational people. So it's a course, motivational people talk about like really topic, like really emotional topic in a way. And you just write text on the screen. And the background is something like aesthetic, like city vibe, moody, yeah, something aesthetic, something that you're gonna take some time for you to figure that out. But it's work every single time we posting. So the same formula you can apply it. It's easy, right? You find the deep quote, funny quote, and you put on your video on top of the video, right? And just seeing the footage, just keep it short, keep it like 4 or 5 seconds. But you have to make sure that like, it look really visually appealing to people. So
Okay.
that's the thing.
So some of things you've described might be considered cringe
Yeah, cringe.
to some people. So how do you get over being cringe when you're creating the content for social media?
I'm gonna say you have to be cringe in certain point to understand the platform. Because if you make something, you're like, oh, it's so cringe, I don't want to do it, and you do something you want to do, and it never get view, you're like, why are you doing that? Nobody see that. And your goal is try to get a certain point of view, right? And your goal is try to understand your audience. So if that cringe, yes, maybe for you see that, but if the audience watching that and it's the answer is yes, then do it. But like, yeah, in the future, because the idea is like a lot of account I building and they doing is like first they're doing really cringe stuff, they do really weird stuff to just get attention. And after that, they're gonna clean the account. They're gonna remove all of that. After they got a certain audience, a certain view, they're gonna stick with them, right? And they clean all the account to make like really nice, really professional content, really nice content.
Okay.
So in the end, people still understand that, oh, okay, that time they're just doing some weird thing to get attention, but right now everything's so valuable, the quality go way higher than the normal people doing, and they accept them as like, oh, they're professional, they know what they're doing. So you have to start from somewhere, right? Like if you cannot do anything too good, too professional, just do cringe stuff, like yeah, having fun with that.
Okay, so you're saying do what's trendy and go viral to gain the audience, and after that you can build your own personal branding depending on what your niche is and what you
Yeah,
want to
yeah.
post.
I think that yeah, I agree to that because what I'm trying to do before is like before I don't know what to do with my account, so I'm just go on TikTok and do every single trend I see on the platform. I just go there, remake it, reuse the audio, reuse the text, do funny thing, do weird thing. If you go on my TikTok, you're gonna see that like there's a certain time I'm just post weird stuff. I have no idea what I'm doing. I just want to see like if you just following the trend, can you get certain point of view? And it's yes, you can get certain point of view if you do some trend and yeah, some kind of like cringe stuff in a way.
Okay.
But it's not like sustainable. So you're gonna do that for a while, and you're gonna reach to the point that you get boring yourself. It doesn't make any sense. It's weird. Yeah, you're gonna. That's the first step.
Okay.
That's the first step to kickstart your account.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah.
Cool. So, does having a lot of views on your content or a lot of likes, does it equal that you'll end up with a lot of followers in the end?
Not really. Some account is working that way. Like okay, if you have the really clear niche, and your topic is really focused in just one topic, you need viral video because the moment it go viral, it reach a lot of people, and when people go to your account, right, and they're gonna see that oh, just like, for example, I'm talking about editing photography, right, and like one of my video go viral, everybody go to check my accounts, and this all of my content is about photo, video, they're gonna follow, me. They're like, yeah, he seems like he consistent, he posts a lot of valuable content about the topic I'm interested in. I don't want to miss that. I'm gonna follow him. But some other person just do like really trending audio, right? And they it's trending, so like they go viral of the trend audio. But in the end, when they go to check the account, it's like okay, that girl today they post about funny. The second day she put about her vlog, and the next day she put about how her break up with her boyfriend. I don't give it. I don't interest in about that. I'm not gonna follow that.
Okay. So it has to be more consistent when you're posting.
Yeah, if you want to go viral, it's the way to go viral. Yeah, doing a trend. If you want to grow with your follower, you have to find something consistent with your brand, your niche,
Okay.
to doing that.
Yeah. So I know a lot of people are still new to social media and the idea of social media marketing. And how can you actually make money with social media account with large viewing, large following? How do you go from there?
It's really tricky to doing that. There's a few ways you can leverage yourself in a way that, let's say, if you're influencer, you can approach into brand, making UGC content, try to promote other people's product, right? That's one way. Another way is like, yeah, you know how to, like me, I do formula, I learn stuff, I'm experienced. So I'm usually working with business when they don't have time to spend on social media. They need someone like me to experience and go with the team to like tell them what working and not what not working. So they pay me as the marketing content person to provide me, right? So I think that's a true way you can do that. The third way is like you have your own audience. You super big, you super viral. You make your own business from your audience. So you have to make sure that like your audience, the needs is like consistency. It's not some random kid just watching you dancing and now like you're like, oh, I'm selling merch right now. I'm like nobody has money to buy for that. So forget about that. But if you like, hey, I'm doing like therapy, counseling stuff, and now I'm selling stuff to support your emotional, your mental health. People already follow you. People already consume the content. They already like want to get some kind of product to support you. So it makes sense to doing that. So there's a few ways to do it.
Not many people see the value in investing in social media marketing because, like you've described, there are only few ways that you can leverage from social media following or viewing. For example, like some companies, they're very traditional. They believe in door to door or call like more traditional way of marketing to make sales. So convincing them to move on to more platform of online presence and digital marketing, social media marketing could be really hard point you can prove with them. So would you say like what would you say to those companies with traditional marketing tactics to convince them to invest more onto social media marketing?
So usually I don't have to convince them. It's more of okay. There's a few businesses that like if they stick with traditional and they're doing great with that, it's good for them. Yeah, like I don't tell you like, oh, you do great with your traditional. Let time to reach out to your audience, right? Like online. But the thing is, the difference between someone understand the marketing, new marketing right now is like you can reach a lot of people, and you play the card right. You can reach your audience globally. Who don't want more client? Who don't want more audience? Who don't want to sell more, right? That's the thing. Like if you, yeah, one person can go around and knocking door like 4, 5, 10 door, like yeah, it's good. He consistently go knocking on the door. And maybe the chance like, yeah, 50-50, it's a really high chance. It's not going to happen most of the time. But let's say he knocking 10 door, he get like 5 people to buy the product. It's good for him. But let's say if you run marketing and you can reach out like 100 people and like even 20% of them, 10% of them buying that, it's already 100 people buying the product. So the convert rate is still way higher than what you're doing right now. And in the future, everything gonna move to like digital. So yeah, I mean, if you okay with what you're doing right now, you have one person, you're just selling small, and you're okay with like, yeah, I go around knocking people's door and I sell like 10 product, and I'm happy with that. Yes, good for you. Yeah, it's no problem about that. But you someone like, hey, I want to scale, I want to be bigger, right? And I just find a way to be bigger really fast and really scalable. You have to go to digital marketing or like online marketing in the future. It's the only way to doing that. So
Yeah, so for a lot of people, they'll be interested in going into more social media marketing, even for small to startup businesses, but they don't have a lot of budget in terms of marketing or even social media marketing. What would you say is a good budget around, to start off with social media marketing?
I think the budget is really it's hard to say what is good budget, but I'm gonna say to start like professionally, you need at least like 3-4K.
Per
But
month?
doesn't mean, yeah, but doesn't mean that you have to stick with that budget, right? Like if you have less budget, you just have to spend more time or work to work with the person who make content to make something you want, which you involve a lot of time on that. And if you have more budget, which is like you can produce way more content at the beginning, and as long as you know what's working for you, you can just scale from there. You can just like spend the money on the better team, better quality video to like, hey, the content is work. I'm trying every single time. It's go viral every single time. I want to make it better. I want to pay ad for that, right? I want to make like reach more people view. So that's how you spend money. But like, I'm gonna say the middle ground is like that's a good amount. I see a lot of agencies they charging a lot of money of that, and their performance is okay, not really good. And I see a lot of agencies they charge less than that, and perform really well. But still, no one charging like 100 per month and expect something like way better return from that. It's
Okay.
like you go to war, right? You're not gonna prepare the night, come to the fire of like gun and stuff like the fuck. So
Okay.
yeah, budget design gonna be it's gonna decide you're gonna define are you gonna be success on social media, right? So
Okay.
okay.
So with the change of technology, we now have access to AI
Yeah.
programs and bring it into our workforce. Do you use AI in your work?
Yeah, I use a lot of AI in my work. I'm trying to use more AI in my work, like AI automation and all the stuff. But I'm gonna say yeah, a lot.
Okay. So in terms of all the projects you've been doing so far,
Yeah.
can you give an example of the most successful project you've worked on so far?
Yeah, so one of the successful content I make so far is like, okay, there's one video I made with like I'm editing in the normal software. It's a film. I'm filming the product. Everything, yeah, it's really editing in the normal editing software. Right? It's fine. It's not big deal. But the AI play a part when I writing caption and distribute the content. So there's the AI that help me distribute content on all the platform instead of me go every single platform, copy and paste and publish it. And based on that AI, we got one viral video from TikTok, and I don't have to post that video again on Instagram. It automatic post on Instagram. It generates the whole view again, same million view on Instagram, and the same happen on YouTube and same happen on Facebook. And we have no idea about that because I don't check in that until the point of like, I'm like, why so many people come to our website? And when I go check and I realize that all the video we automation public is go viral. So it generates like instead of 1 million view, like it's actually you get like 8 million view. But like yeah, let's say instead of 1 million view from one platform, you get like 4 platforms. So it's like triple time more than more than triple, kind of.
Okay.
And the end right, the AI just like collect all the data and everything to just write me a report like, hey, this view get the most view, right? So all of that system is my AI. I don't have to do anything with that. And also like right now we try to build another like AI respond to people. So what the problem right now when we face with my clients, like we have a lot of people reach out to us, but I'm the one man team. I'm not gonna handle the respond, chat, and something, right? A lot of people asking about where the price, how much is this, everything, right? So I'm build the AI that I respond to them. So whatever they send us DM asking questions, the AI I'm just gonna try to analyze that. Hey, there's a few things you're just gonna ask about the price, how the information, where the shipping, everything. They want to work with us, something like that, right? And the AI to gonna based on that and respond to them automatically. So I don't have
Okay.
to respond to them at all. They chatting with AI in a way. If
Okay.
someone important, they're gonna filter that and they're gonna send to us like, hey, this person seems like really legit and important. Contact them. That's the only thing we care about. The rest is we don't have to care about.
Let's change a little bit.
Yeah.
So I know you're from Vietnam,
Yeah.
right? So when you're creating content in Canada, is it much different than how you would do it in back in Vietnam?
I never create content in Vietnam in a way, so I'm not sure, but I consume a lot of content in Vietnam, and I see that it's different, but at the same time, it's because the culture different. So the way they make content is different than the way we make content here. That's why it's so difficult with someone like doing really well content in Vietnam, and they try to get into the Western market and like they fail miserable. Like they're like, what the fuck? Like, how come I do so well in Vietnam or even China? I have friends doing content in China. They do really well, and they when they get here, they're like they don't know how to make content here. It's really weird. And yeah, so I'm gonna say that's a huge difference between the different culture.
Okay. So you think it's more of a culture difference?
Yeah, it's more cultural different, more about the people consuming the content, right? If you don't know how the normal people, how the people consume the content, it's so difficult for you to understand. Like because in Asian, we film every content with really high quality of camera and everything, right? The production is really high. And here we go viral with someone using iPhone, and they keep judging about like how can he go viral with iPhone when I have a high quality camera and it's still not working. So yeah.
Okay. So depending on the culture you're in or country you're in, what goes viral is different because of the cultural difference you're saying.
Yeah.
So would you say people have higher chance here in Western culture with less equipment
I'm gonna
win with
say that
more?
like you don't need good equipment to go viral because like yeah I can see people go viral without equipment, but I'm gonna say with equipment it gives you more advantage if you know how to go viral already. you can make your content is way better, higher quality, and viral. Which is like all the people when they see the content, they're gonna be like, there's no way they can be compete with you based on the view you have, the quality you're providing. It's really difficult competitive to get to that point, right? So yeah, that's the kind of thing. But like also in the end of the day, like if you know how to go viral and you understand the platform, the formula is always the same. Like it doesn't matter what country it is, it's always the same. I consume content from both country and I see like there's some pattern it keep repeating again. So as long as you're aware about that pattern and you know that like, it's working and you try and it's still working for you, just do it. It's okay.
Okay. So would you say, would you have an advice to someone who wants to start up, their own social media account and want to go viral?
Yeah,
One
I'm
simple.
gonna say that like try to find something that like easy for you to producing the content, which is like filming, editing, publishing, right? That's the first one. And produce a lot at the beginning, like 3, 4, 5 per day. Because like it's not about the quantity, it's more about like you need to know what's working and what's not working first. And as long as you know what's working, you can just slow down, just 1 or 2 days per video, something like that, right? So yeah, that is another tip. It could be like you go to find something already go viral, relate about what you know, or relate about what you think you can do it, and just try to not copy it, but like try to remake from them. So yeah.
If anybody wants to find you, where could they find you?
So if everybody want to find me, you can just go to my Instagram. So it's gonna be this Dino, because I'm not that Dino. This Dino. Yeah, link everything gonna be below Instagram. I'm more actively on Instagram. I have TikTok, I have Facebook, everything. But I'm just experienced on different platforms. So when you reach out there, I'm not gonna easily respond to you over there. So that is.
Okay. So Instagram is the main account.
Yeah, Instagram will be the main account.
Okay, sounds good. Guys, thank you so much for joining our podcast. Make sure to subscribe, follow, like, comment down below. Thank you so much. Bye.